Hello, good and wonderful people. It's Saja here, and I'm back with another banger today. A few things happened yesterday, and I tried to get on top of it, but I was having issues with the audio. I think I need to email them and get my money back because this software sucks. But literally, this is like the most user friendly software that I could use because OBS isn't user friendly, and with StreamYard, the most you can record is 1080p, and I want my videos to be in 4K. But anyways, first video we're gonna react to is actually on Karina Kaboom's channel. Beck did part 2 of the Q&A. Name of the video is titled Amberlynn Reid X Beck Outrageous Confessions About Amber Part 2, Amber's Response. Now, first things first, I do want to say this, and I'm sorry if people get offended, but this is just my opinion. If I get canceled, I only have 60 subscribers, so go ahead, cancel me, unsubscribe. But I promise you guys, I'm not homophobic, I'm not transphobic. I support the LGBT community. I support same-sex marriage. You can't help who you fall in love with, and I don't think anybody deserves to be discriminated against. Now, I will say this: I was struggling to refer to Beck by they them pronouns. I know people have this thing with these neo pronouns is what they're called, but I just think that it's bizarre that we're bending the English language to, I guess, pander to a small minority of people, but that's just my opinion. However, I will call you whatever you want. But if I slip up and refer to you as she or him or her, they, him, her, him, his, that's only because you are literally one singular person to me. And like I said, we're literally trying to alter the English language. We're trying to alter grammar rules. It just doesn't make sense to me. But I still will call you whatever you want. But again, if I slip up and refer to Beck as she, then I'm sorry. It's not on purpose. It's literally just, how we're wired. That's what we learned in grade school. And that's what's been ingrained into us for several years, like since the beginning of time. But I digress. I just wanted to get that PSA out there. Now, let's react to the actual video. I recorded this reaction yesterday, and it's probably not even going to be genuine by this point. But like I said, I was having issues with the audio. Very, very annoying. Very, very frustrating. But we're going to react to
limit
this.
when to be back.
And as always, we're going to play it on 1. Well, we're just going to keep it normal because Beck only answers like 5 questions in this video. Karina does most of the talking. We're not going to react to the parts in which Karina speaks. So let's just go from the very beginning.
Yeah, she did keep me from seeing my mom and my family a lot of times. She would try to make me feel guilty, purposely, try to give me a time limit when to be back. I honestly didn't care that I was replaced so quickly because
Okay, I know this is like the preview, the intro part of Karina's video because that's what Karina likes to do. She likes to have these like quirky little intros before she starts speaking. This is actually the first question that Beck addresses is the fact that Amber kept Beck from seeing their family. And when Beck would see their family, Amber would put timers on Beck. Now, that definitely does signify that Beck was in a very, very abusive and manipulative relationship. Because what kind of monster does that? You have to be a different level of sadistic to do that to your partner, to, manipulate them, gaslight them, guilt trip them to not see their family. I just don't get it. And plus, they were together during 2017, 2021, and Beck actually mentions that in the video. It's very clear that their mother was immunocompromised. Beck's mother passed away a couple years ago, if I'm not mistaken. But COVID was a very, very sensitive time. People were separated from their loved ones because of restrictions imposed by the government. So the times that they could spend with their loved ones were very, very precious. You can't get those moments back. So when you have people like Amber, limiting you and keeping you from your family, it really does reiterate the fact that she's a very evil person. But that's actually the first question she answers.
even though she would be invited to come with me, she would stay home and then purposely, try to give me a time limit when to be back, or try to make it to where I didn't go at all by making me feel bad for leaving.
See, and she says Amber was invited. Why couldn't Amber just go with Beck? If Beck was just, I'm sorry, if Amber was just so concerned about Beck, seeing and talking to other people, why couldn't Amber just go with Beck? You can definitely, I think it's possible to actually have, friends outside of your relationship. And I think it's actually pretty healthy if you do seek friendship outside of, just your one partner. I know Amber likes to close people off. I don't think it makes any sense. That's honestly, that's unacceptable. You need human interaction outside of just one person. You can't just depend on one person and that one only person to be your companion and everybody else be on the back burner. But yeah, this is absolutely insane.
Um, and then there were times where she completely forbid me from going, especially when my mom was very sick. Even after we got the vaccines, she still was very hesitant.
All right, she said all this, and this was Karina talking mostly. Let's see what she says here. Let's see what Beck says here.
You do a 3 hour or 2 hour live stream responding to Beck.
Would you have taken Rarity and Twinkie, the animals, if I could? Do I miss them? Have you ever seen Amber mistreat
So let me just let
them?
it play. I'm sorry, y'all.
I would have taken the animals if I could have. We talked about me taking, I think, Rarity at first because we didn't know she'd be able to take them if she was going to move. But she ended up not moving at the time and not needing me to take one of them. So I didn't
All right, y'all. I'm just making sure my audio is fine.
really get to. And, it was really hard at first. But, I mean, it's a whole lot better now. And have I seen her mistreat them? No. It's just like, she has a hard time taking care of herself sometimes. Like, I've struggled with that too. There were times that she wasn't taking care of them and it would all fall.
See, I don't buy the fact that Beck says that she hasn't. I'm sorry, they haven't seen Amber mistreat her animals. First off, it's been well documented the fact that Amber left Tweaky shaking in pain to go to Chili's. Was it Chili's? Was it the Cheesecake Factory? It was one of those. And Michael B. Petty, one of the bigger reaction channels back in the day, he actually exposes this. He was able to go on Google Maps and verify that there was an overnight vet literally on the same street as the restaurant that Amber ditched her and ditched her pet to hang out with her friends to go to. And it just is absolutely insane how Amber just only cares about Amber and Amber's well being. She doesn't give a damn about the well being of Twinkie. And rightfully so, her fans actually contacted animal control because Amber is just a very neglectful and abusive pet owner. But yeah, I don't buy this, whatever Beck says about Amber not mistreating, her animals. That's a blatant lie. I don't buy it. She absolutely does. And she said that Amber couldn't take care of the animals, and the responsibility would fall back on Beck to take care of the animals. Because if you recall, Amber was bedbound during a huge chunk of their relationship. Amber was very, very dependent on Beck. She couldn't ambulate. She had limited mobility. She had all these health issues. So, of course, Amber was not capable of taking care of Beck. And even today, it's been exposed that Amber is not a good pet owner. Alexis, in one of her Q&A videos, she says that she only saw Amber walk Twinkie when it's to get a DoorDash order. So, literally, Amber can do all the damage control she wants to do. The fact of the matter is, Amber is not capable of taking care of pets. She can't take care of herself. And I remember she actually says in one of her videos, I guess to divert attention from the whole Destiny situation type deal, this was last summer. Amberlynn made a video, some weird video about what cancer took from me. because Amber had to get a hysterectomy from the endometrial cancer, and if you get a hysterectomy, you can't have children. And she was really like mourning the fact that she can't have kids.
I've always dreamt of being a mom, and I kind of got that stolen from me when I got cancer, so that was hard. And it's like there's so many criterias you have to make to adopt.
Amber, you'd be a terrible mother. You absolutely would be a terrible mother, because you can only put you first. You can't put other people first, let alone little kids. So no, you definitely be an unfit mother. And she's actually with Tommy, who is also an unfit mother. So literally two peeps in a pod, match made in heaven. But yes, this is Karina talking, and of course she also brings up the Michael B. Petty situation. So this is Beck again. Let's see what Beck has to say.
Just during one Vlogmas. No, I didn't. I definitely wouldn't do something like that, even if she had begged me to. But I did go back and listen to it, and I think it's very interesting why you guys would think that, because the person does have a similar accent.
Yeah, I don't know. This is like Amberlynn, and the urologist in her audience was calling her out, saying that she was lying about it. I mean, that's nothing new. Amberlynn lies about just about everything, so I think it's fair for her audience to assume that she's lying about that. Now, if Amberlynn was truthful for once in her life, her audience wouldn't feel the need to call her out on every single thing. But Amberlynn just lies about the littlest things all the time. It makes absolutely no sense. But yeah, I'm not really familiar with this urologist situation type deal. Like I said, I've only been watching Amber for the past 2 years, so I don't really know much about the Beck era, Destiny era. I know, a little bit from watching other reaction channels, but everything about Amber that I know for sure has been from 2022 and beyond. So I guess Jade Alex Feline era. And this is the last question Beck answers. This one I got confused about. I don't know what she meant by this.
Lived in, but people are doxing someone. Like, no, it was you.
Have I seen Amber have incidents with me or anyone? No, she didn't. But I always wondered if she had been more mobile, maybe she would have.
Okay, so that's about it for.
I don't know what Beck meant by incidents. I don't know what they meant. Beck said that if Amber was more mobile, maybe she would. I'm not sure what the context is behind that, because when I think of incidents and I think of Amberlynn Reid being as big as she is, like I'm thinking like because she can't, wipe her ass properly, like she's walking around smelling like poop. Like, is that an incident? Amberlynn is somebody that's had endometrial cancer, and one of the most glaring symptoms of endometrial cancer is very, very, very heavy menstrual bleeding. So that can also be an incident. I don't mean to be graphic or whatever, but most of my audience is female, so we know. Yeah, I don't understand what that question when that answer was all about. So can y'all just fill me in the comments down below? I may release a second video today about Alexis's Q&A, because I tried to do it last night while it was premiering, but there was literally no sound. I'm gonna see if I can find a way to salvage that video, because my reaction was golden. I love that video. That was a great video. But yes, I'm gonna get to working on this video, get it out to you guys. I am sorry if I offended anybody by not referring to Beck by their proper pronouns throughout the video. I'm sorry. I did the best that I could, and I was struggling last video to do it, but I don't mean to offend anybody. I really don't. I really do hope the best for Beck. And yeah, now, this is the end of the video. If you enjoy videos like this, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. I'm Tasia Woods, and I'll see you next time.